What's up? This is Michael. So I'm gonna talk to you just for a little second. Okay. Now, there's a dang uh, Taylor situation. Okay. I'm a producer and I'm an engineer. On top of that, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I was just on a post of pictures. I was with Erykah Badu. Uh, she had a little event that was going down, and I'm gonna show you all that stuff. Hold 1 minute, let me cut the screen down. All right, I'm back. Now, like I said, I was just with Erykah Badu a couple of days ago. I'm gonna post video and footage of that on YouTube. So back to this Dame Taylor thing. Now, the thing I'm gonna tell you about him is this: he's telling you not to use plugins. Now, this is completely you must be crazy because I'm gonna show you what these plugins do and why we use them. In music, where he at in the area he at, you take a look at it. They have rack mount. So the plugins is emulating the same thing on a rack mount. You do the same thing with them. And there's reasons why I use plugins. As an engineer, you can have a rapper that raps loud and then soft. So with a compressor, what it does is take that loud part and make it even. It brings it down. And the soft part, it brings it louder. So it makes things even. Okay. Now, there's other things. If we record vocals, we got the air we must remove. Okay. And not only just the air, okay, we have to use a parametric EQ to get rid of the room sounds. Okay. When you want your subs to subs, your kicks to hit, and your hi-hats clean, all of this stuff I'm going to show you. This is the reason why. Now, when you don't do this, you face low end mud. There's a whole lot of stuff that you do. And when you're going to do this stuff like that, that's what's called a beat maker. A beat maker is somebody who just likes to do something, but they don't want to advance. If you look at it, he did not use any plugins. And then this is another thing. When he comes with his what you would call show, I want to invite him. I hope you see him. I hope he's watching this. I want him to invite him on my show. The difference between me and him is I'll let you fully say what you want. If you notice, he cuts people off or mute them and all of this. This is stuff that a kid do. You know what I mean? There's too many abnormalities about him. Even when he asks you, what's your name? And where do you live? And how close is that? Nobody from South Central is going to ask you them questions. Whatever you say out your mouth is who you are. They're not going to, are you by the freeway? Do you live by Jack in the Box? All of these are, so that lets you know he's lying to you. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what these plugins do and the reason why we do. If you don't use them, you're going to be a beat maker. Remember, you're not giving your tapes to Dame. He was hating on Curtis King. Okay. Shout out to Busy Works. You know what I mean? That's my boy too. Shout out to everybody. But what I'm saying is, if you notice when he was talking, when Curtis King and Busy had a little disagreement, this is the second one. You know, let them work things out or call them privately and talk to them. That's what I would do. But then what he said was he like said a threatening word towards Curtis, but more towards Busy. You know, he better not say nothing or else I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. All right, hold on. Let me cut some of this sound down so I can talk to y'all better. All right. But the thing about it was that what he said that he would Busy better not say nothing because he would show up on Busy, okay, on Busy Works. But then when old boy who was talking to him, that was from Miami, I believe it was, that's a boxer, you didn't hear him say none of that. You know what I'm saying? So how does this teach people music? And especially with black people, it's only divide and conquer. This is how we gonna act with music. It doesn't make sense. And the stuff that he's telling you, he's crazy. Okay? If you follow him, you're gonna do nothing but be a beat maker. He's trying to pull everybody you know down under him. He don't like Busy Works. Busy Works, you got to get a boy credit. Okay? He took his knowledge from college in music, and then this is what he did. He taught many people, and these people went on, like he said, with Drake and the people that he named. You know, he taught me as well. So this is one thing about it. He's telling you, don't be with this people, don't be with this people, or he talking about how older people is. Well, you got to understand, a young person that hang around an older person is going to get much wisdom and knowledge. Okay? And the thing about it is, he say, oh, what about Quincy Jones? He's 70, 80 years old. Do you think you better than him? You think you better than Miles Davis? Any of these people, and that's older, they know a lot more. And for you to be in the groups or organizations you in, like I said, I can pull up right here on my phone. Okay, this is a picture of me and Erykah Badu. This is just a couple of days ago. So you can see this for yourself. And the thing about it, I'm not charging you nothing. I don't. Why am I going to do that? This is the stuff he do, because you see around instruments and all of that. But he can't do no tutorials because he doesn't know. He don't know anything. Okay. If you look at this, it's kind of blurry. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Let me see. This me and Nia P. Okay. This here is me and Battle Cat. Okay. This here is what I was at with Boys to Men. Gladys Knight and Earth, Wind and Fire. Okay, let me see which picture will I use. Okay, this is Boys to Men. Okay, now let me go back to, okay, here's me and Erykah Badu. Okay. Now, I got pictures of me and Nocturnal. Okay. Justin Timberlake, all of them. If you go to my page, you'll see all of that. Okay. But the difference between me is that I'm not out here trying to tell you, send me money to do this. This is what he's doing. But he's miseducating you. The reason why you don't see him use it, he don't know how to use it. Nobody will pull up a program. And why do you think FL Studio, Logic, all of these programs come with plugins? Because you use them. Okay, they have a purpose in why you use this for your music. And when you don't, it's gonna sound plain. When you listen to records, when you see the people in there in the mixer with all the knobs on them, okay, why do you think they use them in records? Where do you see that they don't use this at? Where they use them? So you can get the same thing in a plugin, especially from Plugin Alliance. They make the best plugins. It is. Trust me, they do. I don't even have to question it. Okay, so no matter what plugins from what company you use, you must use them, even if it's in the box. And I'm going to show you these examples. Why? Because what he's going to lead you to is downhill. Okay. Where I'm going to take you is where you're supposed to be at. Okay. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm getting the camera and everything together, but I'm going to show you this person is a nut. And only thing you're going to do is your beats is going to sound just as weak as his. You notice his beats ain't even tight. But you talking, oh, I got the best beat and my beat hit hard. How's your beat gonna hit hard? Okay, you're gonna use plugins, right? That's the only way. I know you don't mean when you just created the beat and you just mix that down. You can't even mix. You can't even mix stuff down. So really, what are you doing there? You know what I'm saying? And some things you got to understand. When you talking crap to old boy, if boy would have came up there to your job, okay, not only you, but the people you work around could have been hurt. And what about them having kids? What about them losing their mother, losing their father, or a person losing a company because you are not acting like you're supposed to do? You talking about age, act responsible. You know what I'm saying? And why are you having fights between each other for no reason? Whatever Busy and Curtis get into, that's between Busy and Curtis. Okay. And you was ready to pull up on Busy, but you're not ready to pull up on homeboy from Miami. And then when people tell you about it, you want, tell my mute the cut the what they saying on. If somebody got something to say, let them fully say what they got to say. You know what I mean? Don't cut them off. Let them say what they gotta say. Don't direct their back. Well, this is my show and I can. What's gonna happen is they're not gonna watch it because the people that's doing that, they gonna listen to you and their beats are not hitting. You know, they're not hitting hard. And you gonna tell me I don't do this. Okay, but you didn't even know me as a person on YouTube doing this. So how do you know what I do if you never seen me on here? You speak stupid. I had an interview with you. We talked together. You know what I'm saying? And so I tried to educate you to try and grow up, because what y'all gonna do is have the weakest beats in the world. And when you're not giving your tape to Dame Taylor. You're giving it to the industry. And what you ain't put on it, when you give them your uh, uh, song demo, they can tell what you did and didn't do to it. And if you turn in what he's telling you, it's gonna get rejected. They're gonna look at it like this: you're playing. Okay, you're not serious about this. It's going in the trash. He knows it. I'm in the industry. I come from a famous family, but I did this on my own. There ain't no artist that I don't know. When you was talking about Jag, I say I know who you talking about. Jag is light-skinned, he wear glasses, and he got a raspy voice. I did tracks for him before you did. He'll tell you that. That's my road dog today. I told you, I know people in the industry, but you don't see me treating none of my audience like I'm better than them. You know what I'm saying? Just because I do music and I'm around artists, this is just something I do. You know what I mean? Because I love to do music. Now, this is enough of that. Now, let me show you why you use plugins. So let me show you these plugins from Plugin Alliance and why you should be using plugins versus what he say. I'm gonna let you make your own decision, right? If you're smart, you use plugins. All right, let's go into this. Let me pull up FL Studio. Let me see something. Okay, here we go in FL Studio. There we go. Okay. So briefly, but here's a kick. Now I use an SSL channel on there. That's why it sounds that way. Okay. But I want this kick to kick harder. Now, if I didn't use this SSL kick, it wouldn't even sound this good. Now, let's see what happens when I add a Pultec EQ to kick. Let's hear the kickback. Let's add the Pultec. Listen. Now, let's go down to the